So what's the big deal about my skin color anyway? People seem to lose their minds over what your outsides look like. It all seems so stupid to me. I don't even care about stuff like that. I mean, I'm black too. But some kids try to make me feel bad and say that I'm not. And they can kiss my ass. Oop. I don't want my mom to hear me talk like that. She probably wouldn't be shocked by it anyways, though. People just piss me off sometimes, that's all. I know kids in school treat me kind of differently. Some treat me like I'm the most popular kid in school, which I'm not. And others, they bully me. Maggie says it's because they want to be like me and have my skin color and hair. And that's so dumb. So what if I have lighter skin color than some people? It's not my fault. I can't help the way I was born. Just like people who have diseases can't help the way they're born either. It's pitiful how some people treat those darker than me. My father is no different. He treated me better than Maggie. Took me everywhere with him. He would buy me pretty clothes, nice toys, all kinds of stuff. But he never bought Maggie anything. And I think he thought that I wouldn't notice. I used to ask him why he didn't buy her anything, and he just talked about other stuff instead, and when I bring it up again, he said he'd get her something later. Later never came. He was a liar. I hated going back with all that stuff. The look on Maggie's face made me cry on the inside. One time, I left the stuff Daddy bought me in a taxi cab on purpose. I just couldn't bring anything else into the house. Plus, after all the lies he fed me about getting Maggie something, it just made me not want to go anywhere with him anymore. So when Daddy would call the house and ask if I could go with him on Saturdays, I'd tell Mom I didn't feel well or I was sick. Something. I'm pretty sure she knew I was faking, but she never let on. And plus, after he hit me so hard and I crashed into a wall, I was done with him anyway. I hated him from that point on. I got left behind in a grade at school because I had to learn how to walk again. One day, I'll have to thank Aunt Cassie. Yeah, I know her secret too. Daddy treated Mom like crap. And the sad thing about it all was me and Maggie had to see how bad he treated her. At first I thought he was the best since he treated me like I was a princess. But when I saw how he treated Maggie, I started to think that maybe he was a little crazy. But then, when Marshall stood up for himself and Daddy beat him up, I knew he was crazy. Mom don't know that I know Daddy went to jail. She just said he had to go out of town for a while. Parents always make crap up they want us to believe. Kids are smarter than you think. But Maggie, she's more than my little sister. She's like my kid. We're really close. We laugh a lot too. For example, there was this one time me and Maggie got tired of wearing the same old clothes to school. So, when Mom wasn't looking, we grabbed some clothes off the chair that were in our room, right? And when we got changed to the clothes at school, we realized they were Aunt Cassie's son's clothes that needed sewing. So the bell rang and it was too late to change. So that entire day, not only did we wear clothes that had holes in them all day, but we also wore boy clothes. You see what I mean? Maggie is my girl. She has a kind heart, a beautiful soul, and she's very pretty too. I feel bad for her because she did nothing to deserve the way that she's been treated. And Mom saw all the craziness, but was too afraid to do anything. And aren't mothers supposed to do whatever to protect their kids? And Maggie was too young to protect herself. I wanted to tell someone at school, but I was afraid that Maggie and I would end up going into foster care and then get separated. Thank God my prayers were answered. And yes, I talk to God too sometimes. Had nothing to lose. Well, we moved without him. To this day, I don't know what the final straw was that made Mom decide to move to St. Louis. It don't even matter though. I'm just glad she did. Mom and I, we butt heads all the time. And I think she thinks that I do it on purpose and that I hate her. But I don't. Honestly, I think she's brave to finally stand up for us. And I haven't told her that yet. But I will, though, when I think the time is right. We're still young, have a long way to go, which means she's still got a lot of mothering to do. In the meanwhile, I'm going to make sure that Maggie is safe. I won't let anyone harm her. Mom don't know it, but I beat the crap out of this one girl who pushed Maggie on our way home from school. I messed her up real bad. And no one saw me do it. I got away with it. But I need to calm down because I just pop off at the slightest thing sometimes. I guess I have anger issues. I don't want to become, what's the word again? A vigilante? Anyway, if Marshall was here, he would know how to help us. He would put a stop to all this craziness now that it's only us three. But since he's not, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. Survive.